Hi students, welcome to Excellence IAS Academy. In this video, we are going to discuss some of the important prelims related questions from today's The Hindu newspaper. Let's start. The first question was related to Bhopal gas tragedy. 40 years after Bhopal gas tragedy, Union Carbide's toxic waste yet to be removed. You know, in the Bhopal gas tragedy which happened in 1984, a toxic gas by name methyl isocyanate got leaked and several people, nearly 10,000 people died in that tragedy. And not only the 10,000 people, the ground, the land, air, water has been polluted even till date. People are born with deformities and suffering a lot from that incident. Which of the following act is enacted in the immediate aftermath of Bhopal gas tragedy? A. Environment Protection Act. B. Air Prevention and Control of Pollution Act. C. Water Prevention and Control of Pollution Act. D. National Green Tribunal Act. All the options you can see, these are some of the important environment related acts. But here we have asked which act was immediately enacted after Bhopal gas tragedy. So Bhopal gas tragedy taught a lesson that we need to be careful about the industries that we are going to set up. That means if certain industry is going to be established, what will be the environmental impact assessment? It should be done. So the answer for this is option A, Environment Protection Act 1986. So the act was a response to the Bhopal gas tragedy. Air Prevention and Control of Pollution Act, it was enacted in the year 1981. Water Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1974. National Green Tribunal Act 2010. So from the given, we can say that option A, Environment Protection Act 1986 was the answer for the given question. The next question is related to carbon sequestration, which was taken from the previous year. In relation to today's news article, in our fight against climate change, could the seas turn the tide? Why seas are important? Nearly 25% of the CO2 is absorbed by seas and oceans. So which play a very important role. What is sequestration? It is actually storing of carbon. Consider the following activities. Statement 1. Spreading finely ground basalt rock on farmlands extensively. 2. Increasing the alkalinity of oceans by adding lime. 3. Capturing carbon dioxide released by various industries and pumping it into abandoned subterranean mines in the form of carbonated waters. So, how many of the above activities are often considered and discussed for carbon capture and sequestration? Suppose if the factory is producing carbon dioxide, it is captured and stored safely. So if there is a field, farmland, basalt rock is spread like that, it will react with carbon dioxide, CO2 and form carbonate, which will act as a nutrient for the crops also. The statement 1 will act as sequestration, storing of carbon. Increase in the alkalinity of oceans. The lime which we add will react with CO2 and form carbonates. It will be stored for a long time. So the carbon released from industries, it is captured and mixed with water and pumped into underground mines, carbonated waters. So all of the above activities lead to carbon capture and sequestration. So the answer for this question is C, all three. The next question was related to places in news. We all know sometimes UPSC asks some of the places which have been in news. Aleppo, which was in the news recently, was located in A, Iraq, B, Iran, C, Syria, D, Lebanon. The answer for this is option C, Syria. Aleppo is the second largest city in Syria. You can see the Syria map here. It shares boundary with Iraq, Turkey, Lebanon, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, I think also. So it also shares border with Mediterranean Sea. So these are some of the things you need to note, because when there is some country in the news, you need to check the map immediately. What is actually happening, I will tell you. So Aleppo, Syria, the government is supported by Russia, Iran and Lebanon backed Hezbollah. So right now we know Hezbollah is involved in Israel war. And Iran is also involved in war, Russia is involved in war. So they are not able to fully support the Syrian government. So some of the rebel groups, militant groups, captured that city from government control. And you also note that during some peak of the movement, Syria was mostly controlled by Islamic states, but that threat was defeated. But now recently the threat is emerging again. The next question is related to BRICS. Trump warns BRICS nations of 100% tariffs if they undermine the US dollar. We all know that US hegemony in the world, the dominance of US in the world trade is mainly because of its dollar. Most of the world trade happens in dollar. Let's say there is no dollar, there is no relevance of USA. So it uses dollar as a weapon to maintain its leadership. So it's threatening that BRICS nations, if you try to create alternate currency to dollar, the Trump will increase the tariff. That means taxes on the BRICS countries. In relation to it, let's see a question. Which of the following statements is incorrect with regard to BRICS? A. The current membership of BRICS is 10. The annual BRICS Summit 2024 was held in Kazan, Russia. C. Iran, Saudi Arabia, Nigeria are one of the new members admitted to BRICS. BRICS has set up its own bank. So here we have asked which of the following is incorrect. The current membership of BRICS is 10. Earlier we have Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. 5 countries. 5 plus 5 newly joined. What are the 5 new? I will tell you. Iran, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Ethiopia, UAE, United Arab Emirates. So Saudi Arabia, South Africa. South Africa was already a member. So it's not a new member. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Nigeria is not a member. So the option C is wrong. So the current membership of BRICS is 10, right? Recently, the 2024 summit was held in Kazan, Russia. It is also right. BRICS has set up its own bank. The name of that bank is New Development Bank. Now I will request the audience to tell where it is located. So they have created a reserve which will act as buffer, which will help during the time of economic crisis for the BRICS member countries. The question for you, for all the audience is, please let us know in the comment box where the New Development Bank headquarters is located. With this, we conclude our today's quiz program. Thank you all for joining us today. Have a good day.